Hello and welcome to Pushing Cardboard. This is Grant Lindenberg, your cardboard pusher. Today we're doing an unboxing of Undaunted Reinforcements. This is an expansion game to the previous two Undaunted games, Undaunted Normandy and Undaunted North Africa. This is from Osprey Games, designers David Thompson and Trevor Benjamin. It's an odd-shaped box, but from what I understand, the point here is they intend you to be able to fit everything from the previous two games with this new games and have it all fit in this box. There's been some consternation about that online because, of course, many players sleeve their cards, and then it's a whole different ballgame as to whether it'll fit or not. But anyway, it's as you can see, it's a big, thick box. It's like 4 inches tall, although a little not as it's maybe like 8.5 by 11 or something like that. It's not as big as a GMT box or an old Avalon Hill box. But anyway, here we have it. The long-awaited. Well, maybe not long-awaited, but definitely awaited reinforcement, and it also includes a solo mode, which a lot of people have been crying out for. I was lukewarm when I played the first, 2 or 3 scenarios of the original Undaunted game, the Normandy game, and I was like, this is like, it just felt not like a good war game to me. It didn't feel realistic, didn't feel like it had interesting decisions. And then I got into some of the later scenarios, and all of a sudden it clicked, and I just started loving it. So I couldn't not get this. That is one deep box. There we go. Okay, so we have the rule book, and the rule books have been nice and slim so far. There's a few new actions here, so that's interesting. All looks good, and some solo rules. There we go. Very easy. 20 pages with not much rules per page. That is an easy rule book to wrap your head around. This game's really not rules heavy anyway, so that's no surprise. Here we have a scenario book, and they've got some rules for 4-player as well, which that's interesting. Probably won't happen for me much, but 4-player setups and solo setups. They got all kinds of setups here, all kinds of. They've got North Africa as well as Normandy scenarios. So yes, definitely looks like we've got a little something extra for both of the previous boxes. This is something called the solo book. So I suppose this is going to teach us how to, a bunch of scenarios, a ton of. I wonder if they solo-ize the original scenarios. I'm not sure, but anyway, a book of solo scenarios, 12 Normandy ones, and then another 11 North Africa ones. So I wouldn't be surprised if those were solo scenarios, turning the original scenarios into solo scenarios. This is a little sheet to tell you how to store everything from the 3 games into this one box. Big counters and pre-rounded and all that, just like the old ones or the previous ones. And here we have a few more tanks. And these already fell out, so who knows what those are, but there they are. Now those look like more cards for Normandy, but that makes sense, reinforcements. try and have a look at some of these. Yeah, more riflemen, A, B, and C, tanks, Stuarts, Shermans, and a tank platoon commander. So, yeah, that makes sense. That brings, since the, I think the desert box brought on the tanks, that this helps to bring the tanks to the original Normandy box. Here's the German. It's going to be sort of the same thing, I bet. AB riflemen, ABC riflemen. Then we have Panthers, Panzer IVs, and a tank platoon commander. So that's very much like the, pretty much like what the American deck, how it got upgraded. That's the upgrades for the German deck. This would be the long-range desert group deck. Some upgrades for them. So this is for upgrades for the second box. Sappers, grenadiers, submachine gunners, and a sergeant major. That all looks good, and then I'll similarly expect the Italians to be similar, but no, it looks like Italians got their own thing, so this is very asymmetric. So that's kind of cool. That makes sense. Here we have an assault aircraft for the Italians. Submachine gunners. Mechanics. Now that's interesting. There's a new repair as a snipers and a commando leader. Very good. So those are all new cards for the 4 factions. We've got baggies for the pieces once they're punched out, and then some really big cards here. And I haven't played with the desert group yet, so I'm thinking this is going to be similar to there's probably this size card in the desert game already, but I just haven't seen them yet because I've only played the Normandy game so far. So, but these are like twice the size of the poker size cards that come in the original game and the ones that we were just looking at. These are huge. Lieutenants, warrant officers, staff sergeant, sergeant, engineer, machine gunner, saboteur, scouts, snipers. Who knows? I wonder if this has got something to do with the, I don't know. I could not hazard a guess, but as always, the art is really cool and they're good looking cards. Might as well open the other ones and have a look while we're here. That first box was, that first bit of deck was for the, looked like it was mostly for the long-range desert group, meaning the Brits. But the deck has long-range desert group on one end, and, oh yeah, it's going to half and half, so we got some more long-range desert group cards. And then it switches over and it's the Italians. So yeah, who knows? Who knows what those are for? But they're nice, nice big cards, good looking cards, great looking art. And this will just be all the rest of the Italian cards, I guess. Man, seeing these big, these giant cards makes me want to break out the North Africa box and have a look, see what as I said, I have no idea if these are, oh yeah, look, here's a bunch of these that are now for the Normandy. These are US and German cards. So I wonder if this is, I bet this is for the solo game, these big cards. I bet that's what these are for. That's just a guess. I'm not really sure. But the ones with the art, they do look great. Okay, well, and then the final thing is as you can see, they've made a big box where they expect you to be able to fit everything, and apparently without sleeving it can be done, but with sleeving not so much. But I'm sure if you took the insert out, you'd be able to fit everything in with sleeving. Anyway, there we go. That's everything that came in the box for Undaunted Reinforcements. That's a good-looking package from Osprey Games. I can't wait to try it out. That looks fantastic. Thanks for listening.